problem. All right, the future of Burke Lakefront Airport is up in the air. Of course, Mayor Justin Bibb wants to close it to develop it, but Cleveland City Council's Transportation Committee said, hold on, not so fast here. They are holding a hearing today to examine this plan. Katie Tersick live at Burke with what Council has learned. Katie.
Well, Brian, this was the first of 4 hearings, and Charles Slife, councilman for Cleveland City Council, he had some serious questions to ask, some tough ones about the mayor's plan to close the airport, which all included, can Cleveland even afford to close it? What would replace it? And can the city handle the massive infrastructure costs? And today's hearing, well, it revealed some major complications. Mayor Justin Bibb wants to close Burke Lakefront Airport by 2029. The Browns moved to Brook Park, clearing the path for his vision to redevelop the 450-acre lakefront. County Executive Chris Ronayne supports the plan, but City Council is scrutinizing the details.
What we are trying to suss out of these hearings is a number of things. One is trying to understand how Burke operates, what the financial impacts of closing it would be, what could be done with the land.
Councilman Charles Slife leads a 4-part hearing series through April. The goal, figure out if the mayor's plan makes financial sense. Burke mainly serves private flights now, but the city values some operations like medical transport helicopters.
There are some uses at Burke, including medical transport, that we know are valuable, and we want to be able to maintain, or at least look at the options to maintain downtown, especially if it doesn't constrain the site.
Closing Burke could put Cleveland's air show at risk. City leaders say they're working to keep it somehow. The Browns owners support closing Burke. That's tied to the team's relocation to Brook Park.
My North Star throughout all of this is I want to make sure that whatever is being proposed is something that is going to be hopefully not just neutral, but revenue generating for the rest of the city of Cleveland.
Council learned Brook sits entirely on fill land. The state owns everything under the topsoil. That complicates financing any replacement project. Slife says the city must also figure out massive infrastructure costs, like pumping sewage upslope and upgrading electrical capacity.
If we do want to continue to compete with large cities like Chicago, if we want to draw new residents, as well as give our current residents access, if we want to draw new businesses and new companies, I think Burke is a critical piece of that. People want to live and want to spend time near waterfronts.
The Port of Cleveland attended today's meeting. Representatives expressed support for closing the airport. The next hearing is in February, and Council will focus on budget implications. In Cleveland, Katie Tersick, 19 News.